Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of my Skyblock Survival series on this channel. I'm really excited to get this started. I have never played Skyblock before, but I've always been really curious to try it out. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this series, and hopefully I'm going to enjoy it too. So without further ado, I figured we'd just kind of jump into it. So for those of you who are unaware, Skyblock um, is just kind of like normal Minecraft, except you're spawned on a floating island in the middle of the void. And it's really neat because you kind of have to set up farms and gather resources in a very limited environment, all while being careful not to fall off the edge. And so the version of Skyblock that we're playing is Skyblock 4. So you can see there are all sorts of different islands that add a lot more excitement and different resources you can get. I think there's a pillager outpost over there. That I'm definitely going to want to go look for in the future. Um, Classic Skyblock is a little bit more limited. There are less islands, less stuff to do. So Skyblock 4 I think is pretty cool in that regard. But Skyblock 4 also has one neat little surprise waiting for us. So if I go here and break that dirt block, you can see that we immediately get teleported into the Nether. And that's the surprise for Skyblock 4. You actually have to start the game in the Nether and escape. So it's going to be a little bit tricky, I think. So what I'm going to do here is just open up the chest, and we're going to check out what sort of stuff we've got. Got some rotten flesh, blue ice, and a lava bucket. We can use that to make a basalt or basalt generator, and that's going to let us escape the Nether. I'll show you. So this is the book. It's going to give us a little bit more information about what we're doing. As you can see, this is in celebration of the Nether update, and we just got a hint that we have to head north from this island to escape. Put that back in there, and let's take a look at the Nether island. Breaking this wood is the first step we have to do, right? We have to gather wood and use it to make a pickaxe and mine up some of this blackstone so we can start um, setting up a generator. So it's not too difficult to get started, but there's a lot of cool stuff you can do once you get into the rhythm of Skyblock. Alright, just got ourselves our first pickaxe, and the first thing I'm going to want to do is basically just clear out this top layer of blackstone, so I get a little more space to work with, and I can start gathering some resources. Oh, I lost a piece there. Basically, just you want to gather all the resources, and then you're going to set up your generator. And the generator is really important because it allows you to get an infinite amount of basalt um, from very limited resources, right? So this soil block here is very important to put to use in the basalt generator. So we need to be very careful that it doesn't fall off the edge, because if it does, we can't make the generator and then we are stuck here, and that is a problem. So anyways, now that we've got this, I can begin to set up how the generator works. And to do that, I'm also going to grab some of these warp stems, just to have another block to use for building that's not as important. So I have gathered a few warped stems, or warped wart blocks is what they're actually called, and I'm going to show you what to do to set up the generator. So how you get basalt is that if lava is flowing on top of soul soil, and it comes into contact with blue ice, you actually get a block of basalt. So if I take these warped warts, put the blue ice here, and then just put the lava right here, you can see it immediately generates a block of basalt. And if I mine this bone block, just so I have somewhere to stand, I can just mine this block for as long as I want. And it'll infinitely generate me extra resources. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, we can just make it a little bit more efficient by blocking up the top of the lava. and just putting a block here so it doesn't go out the other side. And basically that's what we're going to want to do, right? I'm going to craft myself a better pickaxe just to make the process go faster, and then I'll get back to you guys once I've gathered a lot of basalt. Hey guys, so as you can see, I have finished with the basalt generator, and I've got a lot of it in my inventory, um, and I've taken down all the leaves from this tree and all the wood, and I've gotten the bone blocks that were here. I completely forgot to start recording when I did that, and so um, I missed out on capturing the footage of doing that, but I'm gonna pick up right here just to get back to that. Like I did before, I checked the book to make sure I had to go north, and using the debug menu, I determined this way was north, and so you can see I've already set out a little bit of the bridge that I'm going to be using to travel. And I'm actually going to take the crafting table with me just in case I need. Um, okay, I'm not going to take the crafting table with me because it just fell off the side, so Um, I will see you guys when I get to the Nether portal that will hopefully let me escape the Nether. Alright, welcome back everyone. I just got done making a super long bridge all the way from the island to this Nether portal right here. Um, as you can see in my inventory, I used up almost 3 stacks of, I did use up 3 stacks of basalt making this bridge. Oh, and a pigment has spawned on it. But here's another portal frame. There's a gold block that I can't break, but maybe coming back to that later, we'll get some use out of it. But here in this chest is the fire charge that we need, and using this portal is going to take us back to the overworld, hopefully where we can make a bridge to the normal island. So, yep, there it is right over there. We've spawned here on our portal in the middle of the void, and hopefully 64 blocks is enough to get us back over there. Because if it isn't, that'd be a problem. Um, but yeah, I will get back to the recording once I just make that quick bridge over there. So I'll see you guys in a sec. All right. So as you guys can see, I've made it safe and sound back to the original Skyblock Island. But it is also nighttime now, and there are all sorts of monsters spawning on the bridge I made from the portal. And I did not have enough basalt to get me all the way to the island, so I had to use all of the warped blocks, all of my extra black stone, and all of the wooden planks. So I'm really glad I brought all those extra blocks. So now what my plan is to set up the cobblestone generator. And as you can see, we've got the lava bucket and the ice block here that I can use to do that. And what's really useful about that is that cobblestone's going to let us, like the basalt, it's going to let us have a lot of infinite blocks so we can expand the island, um, as well as um, gather more for tools, um, make bottom slabs to prevent mobs from spawning in certain areas, and really, it's probably the most important part of any good skyblock run. So I'm just going to do that really quickly, and I'm going to show you guys how it's done. So to start the cobblestone generator, right, you want to dig a 3 block hole with one part of the hole being 2 blocks deep and one part being 1 block deep. Then you're going to want to go diagonally to that hole right here and break 1 block. In that hole, you're going to want to place the lava bucket, and at like the top step of this 3 block hole, you're going to want to place the ice. And then what you're going to do, you're going to break the blocks separating them so that the lava flows like that. And then break the ice and it starts making cobblestone. But what it does here is now that the water flows into that deeper hole, it can't flow into this block, and only the lava can go there, so it just generates cobblestone infinitely. And as you can see, if I just don't want to be in the water while I do that. So as you guys can see, I'm generating an infinite amount of cobblestone. It's going all over the place right now, but once I set it up a little bit better, I'll be able to use it to just get much cobblestone as I want for tools, for building, everything important like that. And getting this set up is super important for a skyblock run. But since we've escaped the Nether and gotten back to the original island and set up the cobblestone generator, I figured this would be a good place to just put a stop to this first episode. Very quick, not very exciting, I know, but I figured I could save some of the more exciting stuff for future episodes. Anyways, let me know if you enjoyed this episode in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Hopefully in the future, I'm going to be producing more of this Skyblock series, and I really appreciate you guys coming and check out this video if you are. Anyways, I'm Santois, and thank you so much for checking out my channel. I'll see you guys next time.